Good morning, everyone. My apologies for being late, but we had some technical issues. Okay, StreamYard was just acting up, and I think it was like my internet connection, but we're here now. So, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Naughty Love Movement. Can everyone hear me okay? Please let me know in the comments. Welcome back. Please make sure you're hitting that thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. All right. Good morning to everyone. Thank you for joining me. Y'all see the title, okay? Everything is getting exposed, okay? Young Bleu, who is a Grammy Award winning singer. All right. And you have to follow us on our social media. I loaded or uploaded the thumbnail this morning with his music on it. Good morning, Taurus. How are you? Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So yeah, we're going to get into it, all right? Because his wife is exposing it all, and we're here for it. So make sure you thumbs up this video, subscribe, share my content on your different social media platforms, and let's chat in the comments. But yes, but first, shout out to the replay game. Okay, wanted to show y'all some love this morning. Shout out to my subs and all my new subs and the subs to come. All are welcomed here. I appreciate everybody joining me. Yes. All right. So I'm gonna give people a chance to load up in the room. All right. And then we're gonna get into the tea. All right, because the tea is hot this morning. I'll be right back. Yes, good morning to everybody. Yes, so y'all see the thumbnail, all right? So Young Blue is a Grammy Award winning artist. He gets a lot of features and everything, but his song was They Say Time Is. Yeah, that song was number one for a minute. It was trending everywhere. But it looks like the industry, I don't even want to say the industry influence has gotten to him because maybe this is who he was. We don't know him personally, we don't know the history behind their relationship, but they've been married for some time, and he's one of these artists that came out like, oh, this is my wife, I believe in love, and this and that. They have babies and everything like that. They have a whole family, and now their family is being broken by a TikToker. Yep, by a TikToker. Yep. Hey, girl. Good morning, good morning, good morning. The tea is hot this morning. Hold on. We have a guest, and I just want to honor this queen. Y'all make sure y'all go over to her channel and subscribe. Hear her. Make sure we drop the link for you. But please come up and say good morning. Yes. So yeah. The TikToker exposed him, and the wife started noticing the things that she was saying and the receipts, and she like, hold up, wait a minute, because ain't nobody this dumb. Ain't nobody this dumb. You know I got the receipts. Yes. Good morning here. It's a great morning. You know I got the receipts. Okay, the industry. I told y'all this is the year of accountability. We want to see the industry rear its ugly head. All right, everything is being exposed on everybody. So that's why Young Blue should have been a little more careful about the DMs he slide up in. Okay, so this is the TikToker. Ugh. Her name is Teman or something like that. Some crazy ass name. So she went live on TikTok and did a story time. So let's get into it.
Once y'all listen to my story time, y'all gonna be like, oh, you didn't expose him, you just kept it 100. This is my story. This is something that happened with me with a weirdo ass celebrity, and I'm here to let you know I don't give a fuck if you're a celebrity. I actually don't give a fuck who the fuck you are. If you're a weirdo, bitch, I'm gonna treat you exactly like what the fuck you are, which is a weirdo. A lot of these celebrities are weird. A lot of these celebrities think that because they got money and that they're on TV, that they're somebody. I'm here to let you know I don't give a fuck who you are, bro. If you're a weirdo, if you're not thorough, if you're not solid, I'm gonna let you know what it is. But yeah, story time. Y'all know the nigga Bleu that saying they say time heals. Don't go there. Yeah, he slides in my DMs and yeah, he tried to talk to me and yeah, he wasted my motherfucking time. And like I said, I don't call it exposing him because bitch, what the fuck did we do? You wasted my time. Story time on this. Slides in my DMs. I'm about to show y'all the video of my tongue that went viral first, and then after that, we're gonna proceed to the rest of the story. So y'all check out the video that went viral.
Why her tongue so big? Good morning,
Okay,
bud.
cool. That video goes viral. After that, he slides in my DMs. About to show y'all him sliding in my DMs right here. All right, cool. Yeah, he all up in there, right there. Bam. So he slides in my DMs. We up there talking, yada, 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 this, that. He told me that he was doing a soundtrack for Power in New York and that he wanted me to come with him to New York, just so we could vibe out and, I guess like hang out or whatever. So I'm like, bitch, the fuck? Yeah, like, it's a whole celebrity. The fuck? I'll be an idiot not the fuck to go. So I was getting myself together. Me
Thirst bucket. Red flag number one.
and him was still texting me and him was still talking. I ended up posting up an old video of odds in my DMs. I'm about to show y'all the video of my tongue. Philadelphia International Airport. Y'all, he had me on a fucking PJ. I'm in a PJ. Ain't never been on a PJ before. I'm in that motherfucker like, ooh. About to drop that video too. Bam. So I'm on a PJ. Yo, why the fuck he don't say nothing to me? I'm talking, don't acknowledge me, don't give me a hug, don't say, yo, what's up? So I'm in my mind like, okay, maybe he just a little jet lag, maybe he a little bit, he probably a little tired. It's cool, whatever. I'm just enjoying my little experience, I'm trying to say on the PJ. So I'm on the PJ, he ain't saying nothing to me. We get off the private jet, and then we go into this little black truck. That's when I'm introduced to about 5 or 6 niggas. I wouldn't even say introduced because he didn't introduce me. He didn't introduce nobody to me. So I'm just sitting there looking like
a nobody. Mm-hmm.
Okay. When I got on the PJ, like I said, he didn't talk to me. He didn't offer a bitch a beverage. I'm Philadelphia International Airport. Y'all, he had me on a fuck. I asked him, I said, so Bleu. Mm-hmm. So what's the reason for you to have brought me out here? Because I saw in his phone that I was under Philly stylist. So in my mind, I ain't even gonna hold y'all. It was a celebrity. I didn't give a fuck if I was out there to fuck him, to suck him, to fucking be the stylist, bitch. All I knew was
Thirst bucket. We talked about this the other day, Naughty Crew. It is a thing in the industry. People do not mind fucking their way to the top. Okay, just to get in them rooms with them people. She said it out her own mouth.
He about to cut that check. He got that bread. It is what it is. So I asked him, because like, you not talking to me. You not doing it. Like, what am I here for? So I said, so Bleu, what am I here for? This motherfucker gonna tell me it gotta be a reason why I had brought you out here. Bitch, what the fuck do you have me out here for? What the fuck you think I'm just about to be some groupie that's about to follow you around while you do absolutely fucking nothing? I'm so confused, y'all. I swear for God, I done hung around a Philly nigga for 24 hours and I done got I asked him, I said, so Bleu. Hung around a Philly nigga for 24 hours and I done got fed, I done got bought, I done went shopping, I done went out, I done did so much. So I'm asking this man, what am I here for? What do you have me here for? I'm not no groupie. I'm so sorry, Blue, but the only song I know from you is They Say Time Heals. Don't go, bitch. That's it. That's all. And I only know the other song with you with Nicki Minaj because that's my bitch. Other than that, Blue, what the fuck am I here for? I'm very confused. Hung around a Philly nigga for 20. Straight called me an Uber. I took my black ass the fuck home and I went to bed with my fucking girlfriend. Don't y'all know he gonna text my phone the next day talking about some old bullshit? Then I want to say like 2 weeks later, he texted me again. And I'm like, you know what? I'll try again with this motherfucker. Me and him got into it again.
Why? Why you want to try again? Because you that thirsty. You that thirsty. She's that thirsty for the come up.
I said, you know what, Blue? You're a fucking weirdo. Like, a complete weirdo. You can't joke with this motherfucker. You can't bid with this.
Maybe because he was afraid you was going to do this, and that's exactly what you did. And now his marriage, he's a Grammy award-winning artist. He had that song. It was trending. It was trending a lot, and she was singing it. They say time is. I can't play it because of copyright. Look, you got to go to my Instagram here, huh? I posted it with the thumbnail on my page. Hold on. It's crazy. It's crazy. But her coming out with this story time, his wife, like, with them receipts that she posting, like, this is real time. What is going on? She is now, rapper from Alabama too. Yeah. It's not. So now the wife is coming out. This is her side now, okay? We done heard her clout chasing, thirsty behind her reasoning. Let's get into what the wife said, because at the end of the day, the wife gonna be the wife, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I was just, I made a little post on Instagram. I barely check my messages. And someone just told me to check my filter messages. So I look at my messages. Somebody was like, did you see that post about the girl saying that Blue flew her out? So I was like,
good morning, Juice.
I went to go see. I'm trying to look for it. I can't find it. So he laying on the side of me. So I mentioned it to him, and he was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I was like, okay, well, I'm finna find it. So I hope I hope this shit is just a joke. So he gets up, y'all, the boy laying in the bed, ass naked. We about to get ready to go to bed. He hops out the bed. Brandon put drawers on, ran out the house to the guest house. So I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Y'all, I still haven't found the video. I don't even know what the fuck video nobody's talking about. So, yeah. So
she know where that video is.
Yeah, so I'm like, Jeremy, where did you go? He was like, oh, I'm over here talking to Ted. I said, what you talking to Ted for? Why are you acting so nervous? Y'all, the boy, he said, oh, I found the video. Like, he real deal just trying to act like the girl is lying on him. So I was like, well, send the video to me. Like, let me see. I want to see what everybody's talking about. So I'm looking at the video, y'all. The girl posted receipts. This bitch then ran out the door, ran out the house. So I'm watching the video. Like, as I'm watching it, I stop it. Every time she say something, and I know the hoe ain't lying because he weird as fuck. Every time she say something, and I know she's telling the truth about it, I will pause it, and I'll say something to him. Because he's texting me back and forth doing the whole thing. When he ran outside, he texted me the whole time. So I go outside. I'm like, bitch. Yeah.
I'm like, take this on social media.
So I said to him, I said, Jeremy, this girl is not fucking lying on you. This girl got video of your lame ass on the plane looking like a motherfucking big teeth ass milk dud with them ugly ass motherfucking braids in your head. This bitch is not lying on you at all. She's not lying on you. She got so many motherfucking receipts. He running all through the yard trying to run from me like I'm finna chase him down. Bitch, I'm not finna chase you. What you gonna do, bitch? You gonna sleep outside, and I hope Booster come get you. And I hope Booster come get your motherfucking ass. He ain't got no car keys. He ain't got no house keys. He can't get in this motherfucker. So he gonna be outside tonight unless one of you bitches come get him.
Come get him. I say, come get him. And she posted, I need the best divorce lawyer in Georgia. Okay. Let's see if she stick by that or if he can swindle his way back in with a little hush money. You know what I mean? Cheaper to keep her. Let me see what these comments are saying. He has not responded, but when will they learn? Especially in this day and age with technology, you can't move funny like that. And I just like, is it worth it? No, hear her. She is not featured on the song. She hoping to climb her. I'm telling you, it's a thing in the industry where they sleep their way into getting into certain rooms. You see her big wig, everything. She probably hoping to get a role on Love and Hip Hop or something. Yeah, like is she strong enough to stand her ground? That's the question. All right. And to me, it doesn't sound like she's really surprised about this behavior. What do y'all think? I mean, it's probably been happening since that song went viral. It's probably been happening. She does not sound surprised. And is she doing this all for the clout on social media? That's the question. That is the question. Exactly. It seems like this has happened in the past to me. Um and I don't think she sound fed up enough. What y'all think? What y'all think? She way calm, but let's see if she sticks to her guns because they have children, young children. You heard the baby in the background. But now she know who he is and what he's doing behind the scenes. And a lot of the times when they travel like that in the music industry, you see it in all different levels in corporate America and stuff like that. I work on the sales team, so they travel a lot, and a lot of them is like when the cat's away, the mouse will play. Like what they don't get caught with, that's all they care about. They not going to get caught. They in these nice, beautiful hotels. They spouses across the country, and they dipping and doing it in the hotels. The hotel lobby is like a whole track. Okay. Yeah, said she ain't going nowhere. Oh, Erin, yeah, Erin's so positive. She said, I want to believe her, praying she heals and finds happiness, whatever that means for her. Yeah, for sure. Yes, I don't understand, Juice, why women put up with this foolishness. Um, you have to set strong boundaries and stick to them. And no, if a man loves you so much, they will not disrespect you when they're not in your presence. They will consider how things affect you if they engage in behavior like this. But I think it's to the point they don't care if they get exposed because there's always going to be a thirst bucket waiting to take her place, the wife's place. But you'll never be the wife. But that's a good question. Why do women put up with all this foolishness? The money. Yes, Taurus, the money. Okay, Erin has a different perspective. Maybe she put it out there to vent and hoping she doesn't feel alone. She's not alone. I really believe in my heart of hearts. It's a unspoken rule. You just know they going to dibble and dabble when they be on the road and stuff like that. And I think it's a matter of they should be open and honest to their wife so they know what they're getting into. Don't just like blindside them and take their choice away. So if they choose to be there, that's on them. But do y'all think when he away on the road, he should be allowed no, excuse me, she should be allowed to do the same thing. Like what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And see, that's what the double standard is all about. That I can't stand about the industry. The guys want to be able to sling it whatever they want, wherever they want, but they want the woman to be home, kept like a virgin. You see how Blueface does with Jade and Alexis, always talking about her body count and things like that. It's just like a double standard. Yeah, yes. Hey, Kim. Good morning, Queen.
Good morning. Good morning.
How are you?
Fine. Just coming in and catching up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we got into Young Blue, who is a Grammy award winning artist. A TikToker gave a story time talking about how he flew her out, and he's a married man with children.
Hmm.
And in this day and age with technology, she took video footage on a private plane and everything, and she told like her experience, and it got back to his wife. And so she basically was like, she put him out, and she need the best divorce lawyer in Atlanta. But to me, she didn't really sound surprised. It didn't
Hmm.
sound like this was the first time this happened.
Right.
And I was presenting to the audience, do you think she's really, really done? Or why do we Juice posed the question, why do women stand for this behavior from men?
Well, I saw a skit, and I don't know if it is. Well, I don't know if it was real. It made it. Sometimes they put these things, these videos on, and they make it seem like it's real, but they're really skits. But this lady's husband is. But the emotion that she had behind it made me think it wasn't a skit. But she found out her husband was cheating. And she told him, let me tell you how this is going to go from now on. Okay.
Mm,
She says, when I married you, I had expected it was me and you against the world. She said, we were going to love each other. We were going to live our best life. We were going to work together for the dreams and the things that we talked about that we want to have and how we want to raise our families and how we want to live when our kids are grown. She says, well, you know what? I'm not going to abandon any of that. She says, but I tell you what, I'm not leaving. She says, because I'm not giving up what I've worked so hard for, and I'm going to realize these dreams. She says, but I will never sleep with you again. She said, we're going to live in this same house. She said, you're going to do what you want to do. She says, and I'm going to do what I want to do. She says, and all those dreams and the things that we talked about, we're going to do. Period.
mm,
She
mm,
said, because we're not breaking up. So I'm beginning to believe, not just because she declared this, but just watching people how they living. How many people are really living like this? You know what I mean? They find out these people are cheating and they say, forget it. I don't care. I'm not getting ready to abandon all this. Now I'm gonna tell you something, honest to God. And I can't because I can never say never. So I put myself in that situation. Hey, Juice, I put myself in that
thank you.
situation.
Beautiful.
And I'm thinking about, now I was divorced and I lived, and I was a single mother for a very long time, for 15 years. Okay.
Hmm.
Now, um, it was hard. If I was in that situation, would I divorce? You know what I mean? Would I? I mean, I don't know. I would like to think that I would because I can't, because if you're a cheater, you're a liar. You know what I mean? But at the same time, would I want to go, would I want to go down that road again? Could we actually live as roommates? You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know if I'd like to do that or not, but I
I,
can't
I
never say never, and then at the same time, you took vows because, back in the day, I mean, like our mothers or our grandparents, they took that vow for better, for worse, and they really meant it. You know,
hmm
they
hmm
really mean it because I
Yeah,
meant it.
it's true. And people are viewing it different now. A lot of women aren't standing for it anymore, i.e. Michael Jordan's wife. She got sick of it and got the biggest payout. And I want to integrate Taurus's thought. Taurus said, Nadi, don't you think the rappers BM's wife are influencing our young women to stay through anything? Because like you said, don't lose their spot in the money. It's sad. Exactly. I think it's a big influence on our women today, to the point they don't even value themselves with, they require marriage. Okay, they're okay with the baby mama culture. Juice, what are your thoughts? Because I see you in the comments. Thank you for joining. Juice, are you there? You're on mute. There you
Hey,
go.
girl. Hey.
Good
Hey, girl,
morning,
hey.
Juice.
Y'all, I love Taurus's comments on this topic you're talking about. Keep them coming, Taurus. They are great. Hey, Kim.
Hey, girl.
Listen, I think when these women date these men, these type of men, men with money, men with wealth, men with fame, men who have these lifestyles that they know of before they even marry them, I think they know what they're getting themselves into. Um, and sometimes the way they got them is because they took them from somebody else. So, some of these wives, when they get mad because the other chick is coming in, you have to think about it. You knew what you were getting yourself into, and if you didn't, if you were like, well, I thought he was just going to be honest with me. Once he tells you who he is, now you got to decide if you're going to keep that snake in your bed or are you going to let him go. And
I love it.
like Kim said, sometimes these women, they don't want to let go. It's hard to get a divorce, but then you're going to decide. If you decide to stay, then what you're really saying is, I'm going to decide to stay, and the other woman is going to become a partner in our bed, because that's really what you're doing.
Yeah,
If
for
when you
sure.
continue to put up with it, you're continuing to allow that woman to not only share your husband in your bed per se, but you also are now going to financially be contributing to her finances, because some of the money got to be going there too. These women ain't out
Exactly.
there doing and all this stuff for free. They getting a good, nice handbag or something out of it. So you have to
Exactly.
decide what you want to do. I would rather, and I put this in the comment about the money part, these women go after men with money. Why not women go after money? Go get it yourself.
Now,
Yeah.
Go
see,
get a
that's
business
what I'm
yourself.
saying. That's
Mhm.
what I'm saying. Okay, now that's me. But wait a minute now. You gonna make me testify, okay? Because I'm testifying. Because when people tell me, because men like to lead with money. Okay, first of all,
Right.
they like to lead with their pocket and all the rest of it. So I let them know, listen, I can take myself out to dinner. I can do for myself. What I'm looking for somebody is a partnership, somebody that I can relate to, we can associate with, and all the rest that I can take myself out to dinner. I pay my own bills, and what you need to understand is that I'm not no little girl out here. Doesn't matter if you have money. What it matters is, are you generous? Are you charitable? Because you can have all the money, but that's your money, and that don't mean you're gonna share it. You just putting it, you acting like I'm a donkey and you just dangling a carrot in front of my face. No, dude, okay? No, dude. But I do want to add this. We're talking about these women. Let's go way back to our grandparents, our great grandparents. My cousin and I were over my grandmama's house, and my papa, we called him Grandpa at first until we heard the song. Papa was a Rolling Stone. Then we renamed him. Okay, then he became Papa because we said, "Oh, that's Grandpa right there, right?" So as this was when we were little kids, but as we were teenagers and we started coming into our own womanhood, my cousin and I asked my grandmother why she deal with Papa. Because he don't
Mhm.
act right all the time. He come home whenever he want to. He do whatever he want to. And Papa was out there. Okay. She
Mhm.
says, now my grandmother was a sweet, mild woman, but we must have pissed her off that day because she didn't get loud or nothing, but she was stern. She said, "Let me tell you something. As
Okay.
long as I hear that man's feet touch them stairs every day coming home, I'm okay." And she looked at us like, "Don't ever ask that question again." So when she left out the room, me and my cousin, I said, "We better not ever ask that again because we know the answer." Okay? Some women are like that. You know, so as long as they got that man, and back then, remember, they really played, to death do us part for better or for worse.
Come on now.
Yeah.
That's just a better or worse or death to a part. I ain't gonna do. I can't do that part, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but I'm
I
just saying. So
really my
are these baby
grandparents
mamas
my
that
grand
like that?
no, my grandparents were married for 65 years and my grandfather had a whole nother family
Yeah.
on the opposite coast and my grandmother cried about it for years.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom was the
Y'all,
oldest. She witnessed the most of like the infidelity when he wanted to do what he wanted to do, and she chose to stay. For what? And one
Mm-hmm.
thing she told me when I first got divorced, she said, "Nicole, I'm proud of you because you just not gonna stand for anything." And I said, "Cause I deserve the best. I deserve to be treated the best,
Absolutely.
and I'm not gonna be unhappy for anyone."
But my great grandfather was like that too. He left. They lived in South Carolina, and they were sharecropping down there. And then something happened, sharecropping got hired. I don't know what else, but he went to New York to claim he was going to make, get job up there because the factories and stuff were starting to happen up this way, right? Had a whole new family up there. Had a whole nother family, and then came back
ooh,
years later.
Look, Latoya, she said, my aunt used to say, as long as he don't bring no drama home, I get the check. I don't ask no questions. A lot of women from that generation thought like that. And,
hmm
but were they happy though?
Well, they
Were
call
they
that
happy?
generation the silent generation for a reason.
very good, Kim.
Because
Very good.
they let a lot of stuff under the rug. You know what I mean? Like, I remember when with my father, one time because I worked a lot of jobs, okay? Because I'm not gonna be nowhere I'm not happy. Okay? Because my
Hmm.
Exactly.
father
But
said,
Torres makes a good point. Back then, there wasn't social media, so the women weren't as embarrassed, I guess, maybe. LOL. These days, the mistresses will make a whole viral TikTok, and that is what changed things. See, the kept woman used to stay kept and quiet. It was called hush
mm-hmm,
money. That's what they
mm-hmm,
used to call it. Hush money for a reason. And now,
mm-hmm.
with the social media layer now they just coming out. You know, want to know why? They gonna go viral. They gonna get
Hmm.
Right, because
drama.
people are wondering why aren't the side chicks staying on the freaking side?
No, gonna. Well, now they the front chicks.
Mm-hmm. But he's right
And
with
the
social
wife is the
media.
side chick. The wife, the side chick now, they in reverse roles. Child, I
The
cannot.
side chick done moved over to the front.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
And
Mm-mm.
they're loud and proud with it.
They loud and proud with it.
They very
What
loud
a
with it. So
win.
much so, mm-mm. They ain't just
So,
calling like the old song used to say, but they just out here posting and all. It's
and
crazy.
can I make
But
this
this.
point? I'm sorry. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead, go ahead, Nadia. Hmm.
These hussies don't care about the ring. They don't care. They gonna push up on your. If they want your man, they will press. If they want what they want, just understand that they putting the pressure on now.
Yeah. But here's the thing with wives and their roles. There will always be a woman that will come for your man regardless of whether he have money, whether whatever. There are some women that are attracted to the ring. They don't
Yeah.
care how ugly the man is. They don't care if he broke. They are attracted to the ring. They want to cause confusion and mess. But I let my husband know I am not going to fight a woman first if she come for you and you allow her and you entertain her. I'm fighting you first and then I'm going to handle that so and so.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming
It's
for
the
you.
husband's responsibility to stand for his vows. He took those
Right. You
vows.
took the vows. Right. You
And
took
I
the
want to
vows.
I
say
don't
something
want.
about what
I
you
don't want to be.
said. I want to
Mm-hmm.
say
I don't
something
want to be
about
with.
what you
Oh,
said.
hold on 1 second, Kel. I don't want to be with a weak man that won't
Mm-mm.
stand strong in that spot either.
Right.
Right. Right. But what you said, because a lot of people say, well, why would you even come for the woman? But sometimes it's not about coming for the woman, like, you going against the woman. But sometimes I'm territorial. You got to protect your territory too. You're not going to disrupt my house. You need to know what your boundaries is because evidently you don't know what they are. Don't come around here. Okay. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying. Don't come around here. Now, I don't know what he got to how he don't blew your head up. But I'm telling you right now, you don't need to come around here no more. All right, because these people, they're coming around your place, everything else.
But I
Hmm.
know what you're thinking because I had to handle a few women like that too. Because
Hmm
once my husband told them no 2 times, the third time I'm coming.
Yes.
My husband does not have to tell you more than 2 times. One is grace. One is a pass. Two is grace. The third one, I'm coming. I'm finna finish this race. I'm
Right.
not gonna have nobody coming after my man like that. So I get what you're saying too. But if my man entertains her,
Mm.
I'm
hmm
coming for him first, and then I'm
Right.
gonna handle her.
Right.
Both of y'all
Baby.
gonna get it.
Yes,
That's the
ma'am.
part.
Thank you. That part. Them
Mm-hmm.
boundaries right there. This is how
Yeah.
you set a heifer straight, okay?
Yeah. But these sometimes you do have to make your notice on the door. You got to tell them whose address they at.
Right.
Yes, this is my house.
These people are
Right.
bold. Just like Tori said, they get on social. These people are bold. Okay?
Mhm.
So if they get on social media telling all this, they're going to try to, hey, they're going to try to do anything that they can. All right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because
They
these are
do.
thirsty people. These people ain't just thirsty. A lot of them parched. Okay?
Uh-oh. Well, leave them in the desert and let them stay dry.
Dry
Because
as
they
There
the
you go.
desert.
mm,
Dry as the desert they are.
not
I
even a
love
cactus will grow. Don't let them stay so thirsty. Not even a cactus will grow.
Mhm. Only thing they're going to be working with is a mirage, and they're going to get there and find out it was just an illusion.
That's
and see, look, people always want what they can't have, right? And
Hmm.
that's
that
right.
makes their attraction stronger. And then they get it and they find out it's not really all that. And you did all of this to fight for him for what? He was for the
Mm-mm,
streets anyway.
mm-mm. I let people know from the jump whose man is my man because I'm just
That's
I make
right.
my known and I make it very clear and very loud. But also I make it, thank you, Holy Spirit. Also, I make it loud enough so my husband knows.
Hmm.
Because he is even to the point, he's like, listen, my wife ain't going for that. Listen, chick, I don't know who you are, but you better leave before my wife come. I don't know who you
Exactly.
are. You better back up, or either he'll come over to me. He's even had one time when he came and he like stood behind me. And I'm like, what's going on? And he's like, she over there. And I was like, hold on, I'll be right back. And I went and had a talk.
But
I
y'all
went
Hmm.
and had
on
a talk.
y'all on the same page though. You understand?
Hmm. Hmm.
Right.
And he respects and understands his wife's boundaries, and he conducts his behavior reflects as so. You understand?
Yes.
And
Hmm.
if you know you married, you shouldn't be flying chicks out on a plane and being silent with bad intentions and get mad when she video records you and do a whole viral TikTok and destroy your marriage. You should have valued your family a lot more. And this is
Right.
what his brand was built on. That first song,
Hmm.
his first hit, was about his family. And it's a lot of this going on in the industry. You
Wow.
see it with Steve Harvey going to no ends to protect that good boy image, that
Mm.
brand of
But it's just more than the industry. I believe it's a man's mindset. I'll give you an example. Back when I used to sell cars, we were at a proving ground testing out the new aluminum F-150 with all the other pickup trucks out there. So it was salespeople from all over the country coming to the proving grounds, all right? So this one dude, me and him we were doing a race around the obstacle course, and they paired us up. So when we were in there and everything, the guy says, well, I'm here from, I forgot where he is, Chicago or something like that. He says, and my friends are going to the Flight Club, which happened to be a strip club. He says, but I'll be at the hotel room by myself. So I looked at him. I said, with that ring on your finger, you're going to be at the hotel by yourself. And he was like, he said, yeah, but I'm not home right now. I said, no. I said, that is not who I am. So anyway, we went on ahead because I didn't, take that personal. I mean, I took it personal enough because I was offended, but I'm just saying, business first. So we went and we did what we had to do. And then when I came back to work, I was telling one of the sales guys that I work with, he was like, Bae, don't act like that, Bae. You don't understand. And I'm like, what do you mean I don't understand? Bae, you got to understand me. It's like a basketball hoop. We always going to try to take that shot because we never know what you may say. And if you say it's okay, babe, then hey, he don't took the shot. He going back home to the wife. Everybody grown. You know what it is. He know what it is. What's the problem, babe? I said, because I'm not that kind of woman. So then he gonna sit up there, and this is the men's mindset. He said, babe, at least you're not ugly. And I'm like, what the hell does that have to do with it, Marcus? He said, because, babe, just think if you was an ugly woman, they never get up to bat, so they never can swing. He said, but at least you got somebody making a swing at you, so you should be happy.
Oh my gosh.
Now, do you
Wow.
see what kind of mentality that is?
Yes.
So I looked at him.
Dumb.
I said, Marcus, F you. And I walked away because I couldn't talk anymore. No, really, because I mean, that's stupid. He said, I'm just saying, babe, as he was screaming at me as I was walking away. But I'm just saying that's the stupidest shit, but that's how they think. So
That
they're
is
always
how
going
they
to,
think.
so he's saying the majority of men always, when they get a step up to bat, they're going to take that swing.
Is
Mm-mm.
mm.
See,
Did
because
y'all
he
hear
trying to
that?
step back. He's stepping up to the back because he playing games. Anybody out here playing games with somebody that don't even know the rules of the game and can't win a game if they play it anyway?
You're right,
Mm-mm.
because that's who he was. He had a house for his woman, two women, and he had a place for his own self, a brownstone for his own self.
See?
Sure. Mm-mm. Nope.
Exactly.
Not. Some of these women need to take a note from Tiger Woods' ex-wife when she found out and heard about the cheating stuff and that club that he go out there and make that money with, that golfing club. She turned that into a whole new device.
She
And she
sure
went
did,
out
didn't
to
she?
Tiger Woods. She was like, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna show you what I'm not gonna put up with. I was like, yes. When he rolled out that car and I saw the stuff on the news, I knew exactly what was going on before the newscaster said anything. I was like, oh no, Tiger ain't just having no simple accident. Somebody came after him, and I believe it was his wife. And later on, found out that's exactly what happened. She found about
Mhm.
cheating allegations, and she took that same thing that he make money with, that golf club, and she showed him, broke the windows, and she broke the windows on his car. She wasn't playing.
Hey, Cincinnati. And this leads me to my next story. Real Housewife of Atlanta, Monietta. She's been speaking out about her marriage to Neo. As you all know, they had a tumultuous marriage. All right. They had two children together. She went on a reality show with Usher's ex-wife, Tamika Foster. And she talked about what she went through and how she had to deal with him cheating all the time. Ultimately, Neo convinced her that he didn't want her to have any more children. So ultimately, she like tied her tubes behind that. And then after that, he broke up with her and left her for his mistress, Crystal, which then him and Crystal ultimately broke up because how you get them is how you lose them, child. He was cheating again, created two babies on her too. All right. So now Monietta is talking about how um she had to have threesomes. And it's just like these stars, they have these ridiculous demands in the bedroom. How do you stand up with that? How do you compete? How do you fulfill that appetite? You understand? So I have an article
Wait, so
here.
you saying that she's alleged that he made her have threesome?
Required. Let's just say. Y'all know Neo personality. Chill. Hold on, this thing is
I got to go to
frozen.
my studio for this. Hold on, I'll be right back.
It's crazy the things they put up with so they can have a lifestyle.
Mhm.
This thing's skipping around. I hate when these ads come up. Hold on. It's still loading up a little bit. Is this it? Here it is. Okay, here we go. It's crazy. It's like I would never stand for this. I think people need to like value themselves a lot more. These women, and don't put up with anything just because you want the lifestyle. And I think the bigger they are, the more they want. So Neo's ex, Monietta Shaw Carter, claims they broke up because he wanted too many threesomes. So Neo's ex fiance became Miss Independent over fights about threesome. Monietta claimed in a new interview that she and the singer broke up a decade ago because of how often he wanted to bring other sexual partners into the bedroom. She's like, we cheated together, if that makes sense. She explained to House of Aaron on Tuesday, holding up three fingers to clarify her meaning. we did things together. It's not cheating if you're involved with it. And then it just wasn't enough for him. So he became a bottomless pit. She started feeding the bees. And it was, as she got older, she probably didn't want to do it anymore. And so it caused
Wow.
friction in the household. But talk about setting boundaries, right? What do you ladies think about this?
First of all, I want to say this. If a man thinks that their one woman is not enough, then you need to decide if that man is enough for you.
Uh-huh. Preach. Preach. What do you think,
I ain't trying to compete in my
Kim?
own bed. I'm not trying to compete. I'm not
I'm
doing that.
not either. And
Mm-mm.
that boundary needs to be clear from the
Well,
beginning.
let me just tell you this. I'm not doing that for more reasons than one. First of all, now I'm disillusioned because I thought that the title wife put me in a certain position and I've reached the pinnacle as it relates to the relationship. Okay. I'm not out here one of these ratchet little 304s that's gonna be sitting around here. I am the wife. Okay. So how dare you come and ask me if I'm going to lower myself to even participate in any kind of activity like that? And so you're asking me like Candy in that movie, the pass. You asking me for a pass? I'm not doing that. So what you're really telling me is that um you're not satisfied with this. So then maybe we need to take this. I can't do that. I can't do that. And then we're not even talking about the diseases. I mean, we can go down the rabbit hole with this stuff, the diseases. Then you don't know about attachments. Because, we see these ID channels and all the rest of that, how she snapped and fatal attraction and all the rest of that stuff. You don't know what the people, how the attraction will be and how they will then want to link themselves up to that individual, push you out the way. It's a whole host of problems that come along with that thing. Okay. I'm not doing that.
Exactly.
That's not what my life is. That's not what I envision it. So when I made the decision based on what I thought our life was going to be.
Mm-mm.
Exactly. Oh, and I stand corrected, guys. Her and Neil were engaged, not married. He promised to
Okay.
marry her, and that's why that was the scandal behind her tying her tubes, because she did that on the basis of we're going to get married. That's why you don't give them all of that. You can't give them everything like you're married and you're not actually married. Like
Who tied
you
their
guys need
tubes?
to.
Monietta tied her tubes?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, and
She
Kim,
tied
you
the.
said something real important there. That wife has a meaning. It has
Right.
a
It does.
it does. A wife does not mean the woman that will accept your side chicks. That's not what wife mean. Wife means I come here so you can't have no side chicks.
Right. And
That's
wife,
what
I'm
wife
going to be the
means.
wife, and now you're going to turn me to a trollop?
Not a trollop.
Yeah, trollop. Out here trapezing around here in the bed from one partner to the next partner to the next partner. Then you just treat me like I'm just one of these 304s out here, okay?
Exactly.
Hey, Latoya.
Hey,
What's the
Latoya.
what's the point of the wife title if you going to treat me like the side chick?
Because isn't the wife like the pinnacle of the relationship?
That's right.
And
That's
you all are one now, okay?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
they trying to be
What
out
do
here
you?
like sister wives. Even with sister wives, the first wife had to approve the second, third, or fourth wife. Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Good point, Juice. But at least they know what they getting into. Okay,
Mm-hmm. I
they
saw your
know who's the
comment,
president.
Latoya. You so funny. You had to wait till the coast was clear, huh? She quiet. Is the coast not clear yet, or you on mute?
Oh,
You on mute?
we
Latoya.
can't hear Latoya.
Let me see.
Yo, but you know what? Women have to be more knowledgeable of their value. Back in the royal days and stuff like that, even when they had concubines and stuff like that in the Bible days, they also had what they call the lead lady, the main woman. But
Mm-hmm.
and you have to value yourself and know that you are the main woman. We're not living in the concubine days anymore, but women have to have a value of themselves that surpasses all the mess.
You said that. Now I'm gonna tell you something right there. Now let's just stop. Let's unpack that for a minute. My father told me. I asked my daddy when I was a little girl, what made him want to marry my mother, and he made that a lesson for me. He said because your mother was unapproachable. So I'm looking at him like, well, why would you want to talk to somebody? He said, I said, well, she was unapproachable. How did you? He said, because Kim, she held herself of a higher standard. He said, your mama didn't let me just get away with anything. Okay. He said, I was a young man. I had me a brand new Impala back then. You know, he said, I was doing a lot of things. Just got out the service. I was a fitness. Have I ever been? He said, but your mother didn't stand for anything. He said, and she had requirements and standards. So I had to do so much in order to be able to gain your mama's attention. He said, back then it wasn't like this. These are days. He said, I had to go ask her mom and them. Could we go out? She had an unreasonable curfew and everything like that. He said, but that's why I chose her. He said, because I knew that she was a standoffish kind of woman. He said, and wasn't everybody coming her way. And if they did, she wasn't letting them gain no access.
I
Yes,
love that.
amen to
On the
that.
approach.
Make
Come
them
on,
work
man.
for him. And that's how you make a man earn you.
And that's what he tried to tell me. And to let me know that's where I'm supposed to be. And that's exactly what I did. Okay.
See?
That's right.
Unless I liked him really a lot and I wanted him to have access, not just trouble. But anyway.
I'm just
But for the most
saying.
part.
I'm just
I love me
saying.
some. I love me
Michelle,
some Kim. That girl is all right with me.
I know. Look, Michelle Gio say amen, 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 amen. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We are getting,
Mm-hmm.
look, we
Hey,
are getting,
hey y'all. Hey y'all.
hey,
Hey y'all.
hey, Toya, what's going on, girl?
Hey girl. The coast is
Hey, Toya,
clear.
girl, you able to talk now?
Yes, Sissy Pooh, I am girl.
All right. All right. Tell us, girl. Tell us.
Girl, okay, so they were engaged. Um, and it was understood that they didn't want he didn't want any more kids. So that's when they made the decision for her to get her tubes tied. She was into girls also. So it wasn't like he made her do it. She was into it too. The problem came in is when he wanted to do it every day. And she was like, no, like I'm not about to do this every day. You can get it like twice a year, but not every day. And that's when she realized, well, I'm not enough for you. So if I'm not enough for you, then I need to bounce. And that's what she did.
Yes. But
Here's
what
the
do you
problem.
think?
Go ahead, Nadia.
No, go ahead, Juice, because I feel you. Come on. Come on.
Here's the problem. She allowed it one time too many. And the one time too many is the one time. When you
Right.
allow that, they get like a kid in a candy store. When a kid has never had a piece of sweet candy, a sweet, nice tasting candy, and you give it to them one time, they gonna want it over and over again to the point where they'll try and sneak and get it. So
Mm-hmm.
when you allow these men to do it one time, you have now opened the floodgates to them. So it was her
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
fault. She allowed it.
2 words. Pandora's box.
Wow.
The
Yep.
thing about Pandora's box, it may be easy to open, but trying to get all that pestilence that flew out of there back into the box, therein lies the problem. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So it's
I
easy to open yourself up to a whole lot of stuff. But when it comes down to shut that stuff down or transition, well, no, I don't want to. It's out the box now.
It's out.
right. I believe he's a sex addict, honestly.
Say
You
that again,
think?
Latoya.
I believe he's a sex addict.
Oh,
Uh,
absolutely. He has a
but
wide
wait a minute.
appetite,
I want
and
to
I
ask
believe
y'all a question about that word. Do you think that word is a cop out? Because when did sex addicts come out? Because I've been hearing that in the last decade or two. Are they just a sex addict or are they the garden too, the HOE?
No, there's a
yeah, like
difference. There's a difference. The garden tool is you just want to be out here just fool our line with any and everybody. It is
that's
what it
what he
is.
do
A
though. That's
No,
what he do.
listen, sis. No, listen. A sex addict is when you have the uncontrollable urges and you'll just sleep with any and everybody. It doesn't matter who, what, when, where, how. That's a sex addict. It's like a drug. You fiend for it, you crave it, and it's hard to not give into the urges. That's the difference.
They sound the same to me.
No, because
And guess what?
with the
Or
whole, it
isn't
ain't
it?
an
Or
urge.
is it?
Just
But isn't it? Is it an excuse so I don't have to be held accountable for slinging and
Yes,
swinging
that's what
any
I'm
and
trying to
no,
everything?
say.
no, no. Because with any other addiction, you hold those people accountable for their drug of choice. So it's the same thing. It's no different.
Well,
It's
I'm
just
not
It's
their
saying
drug of
called
that.
choice.
self.
Their drug
It's
of
called
choice is
self
different.
control. It's called self
No,
control.
no, because with other drugs, they don't have any self control. Once you're an addict, you're an addict. You can't control the urges and the cravings. It's just like another drug, and
Well,
they can't
What
control
Toya is
it.
saying is legitimate. However, Toya, all I'm trying to say is that
Mm,
it seems like they're using that term a lot more loosely. Like now, everybody that's a lighter is a narcissist. That's not
Right,
necessarily
right,
true.
right. Yeah,
You know,
I
so I'm
can.
just
I
wondering,
get.
are they
Yeah,
just using that to absolve themselves of,
some of them are. Some of them are. If they have not been clinically diagnosed as being a sex addict, then yeah, they just using the word out there
that's what
all.
I'm trying to say. So these people always be saying, "Well, I'm a sex addict. I'm a sex addict." So they're using that for so it can now
Right.
be plausible and palatable, so it's easy to swallow.
It's
Okay,
those people aren't sex addicts. They're just nymphos.
for
That's the
these
difference.
perverted behaviors and desires that they have. Okay, all their
Right,
perversions. Okay, because
right.
sex addicts. You're right. They do it anywhere. It doesn't matter. As long as there's an orifice, they'll do it. You know what I mean?
And you have
mhm.
to be clinically diagnosed. If you ain't clinically diagnosed, don't be out here claiming that word.
Exactly. Torres makes a good point. The industry is also pushing music that is normalizing this behavior. So true. I heard a lyric from Lil Yachty. I treat my baby mama like I'm Tristan Thompson. And we all know how he behaves. Okay. He cheated on Chloe multiple times, had many babies on her, and she still chooses to be there. Torres feels I would never want to be treated like that. Like Chloe, I would not either.
I think the only way lyrics can influence people if they have a weak mind.
But anything that's influences for basically anyone.
Anything.
That's
Like I
the
hear
term
that song,
I
that don't mean oh I want to be treated like Chloe. No, like you. I hear first of all, who is Lil Yachty? I can't tell you one. This new age rap, so called rap, mumble rap, blabbity blabbity,
Oh
blue.
I call him
I
popcorn.
don't listen to it. I cannot if it ain't old school R&B and if it ain't old school hip hop. I
Yes.
I don't
Well,
no.
I
want
The
to
most
hear
can't
we
it.
say
had
that.
back in
I
our
can't
day,
say that.
the
'Cause,
most we had back in our day was the song "Let's Get It On."
yeah, well,
That's
I'm gonna
all
tell
that's
you,
it.
if it's got a good beat, I'm listening. Matter of fact, I was on the boat with my girlfriend and she invited her daughters on, and they played rap, and I was getting up there, and I was Yeezy and all this that and the other. They was like, "How Miss Kim?" Because they looking at me with all this gray hair. How Miss Kim know all these songs? If it's got a beat that drop. You know what I mean? And I was like, hey, but I don't, and my daughter gets upset with me because she's like, Ma, do you hear the lyrics in these? It's objectifying women and you're dancing to it. I said, Ma, Jessica, I really don't listen to it. I'm just into the beat. But I understand what you're saying, Toya. But
Right.
a
See, but
lot of
see,
these
Kim,
people,
that's different. See, you're on a cruise and you're dancing and you just hear a song and a beat, but you ain't gonna listen to that in your car.
oh, okay. I should have said, I'm just saying what the girl said. It's feedback. That's not true. I'm always going to be open and honest with you, okay? Okay, when I exercise and stuff like that, especially when I was selling cars, okay, I put on all the hard rap because I had to go in there and pump myself up every day. I'm hustling, hustling, hustling. You know,
But
that
that, but that's
Yeezy.
but that's rap that we know. But
Wait a
you ain't
minute, yeah, it's all there, but that's okay. I got some. I had some of that Waka Flocka on there. I had the new what's that? What's in the deal? Party's Man and all the rest. I had some of that on there too.
Exactly.
Yes, Kim.
And
Yeah,
you
you
had
know
to
what I
drop
mean.
it like it's hot.
Don't be just because I got gray hair on my head and I'm 63 and I'll be 63 this year. Don't But what I'm saying though,
Oh no, Kim. I not girl. But the first time I talked to you, baby, I already knew what time you was on. Honey,
but I'm
63.
just saying though, is
Flip
that
that
you're right.
around. 36. 36. Flip it.
You can't let it you can't listen to these lyrics like that, but it's a lot of people that do, because it's that gorilla girl, Glorilla. I saw a clip from her telling young girls to be toxic. She was like, y'all,
Yes.
did you see that? 20s is for
Yeah,
the
I
being
saw
toxic.
it. And when you in your 30s, that's when you grow up. So be
Right.
That's
toxic as
right.
you want to be in your 20s.
She said, break his windows out or whatever you need to do, sis.
And see, and that's
Exactly.
another thing about culture. Us in America, we get to get away with so much mess and all this toxicity. It's crazy for our young girls, because then they grow up thinking that's all they can be, and then they go over to these other countries and end up like that girl in Dubai, trying to have that
Hmm.
American attitude over there and get arrested. But I don't understand why these young girls are so keen to listen to this craziness of women to tell them to behave so badly. And then when people like come along and try and tell them, listen, you are a queen and you can do much better, they don't want to listen to us. I don't understand it.
Well,
You
they don't
know
want
what?
to
What,
because everything out in the open. Go ahead.
what
We
Kim
were
just
we
Um,
were
said
over
about
no, we were talking about
what
this. Hold
yeah,
on
what
one
Kim just
second. We
said
were
about
over here
Glorilla. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, I was just trying to say we were over on here her panel yesterday talking about a young girl, Queen Op. She out here just degrading herself all over the place, prostituting herself and everything. Like we got to put the value back into our young girls, but they have to want it. They have to want to receive it. And I'm just afraid that they so far gone now. You know what I mean? Like because they're allowed to get away with so much. And this young girl has lost all her children
damn.
to the system. We went over
Really?
this. Yes, go ahead, Latoya.
What Kim was saying about the Glorilla song about be toxic in your 20s. Now, let me go ahead and put the disclaimer out there. I am not agreeing with her at all whatsoever. Let me go ahead and put that out there. But with that lyric that Kim just said, I understood, because that old me, baby, I done bust a couple windows and spray painted some cars in my 20s. But then I had to get it out my system in my 20s. Lord, if we had social media and the bad and the busted and the mugshot page back then, oh Lord Jesus. But that's the old me. I was young. I just had my first child, was going through some stuff. Baby dad think he wanna go out here and cheat, and I see another woman driving his car. Oh, okay. Well, neither one of y'all finna be driving this car. Because I'm finna go ahead and take care of that for y'all. But that was in my 20s.
See, I believe 20s is for living your life and exploring. I don't believe it's for toxic and negativity. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you and say that I haven't had, no, I'm serious. I haven't had an incident like that, but I was in my 40s and I was a grown woman. But what it was is that I had helped this man out with his child, got him surgery. The kids came up here with nothing. My family, when he moved, because his wife did like on What's Love Got to Do with It? You want to play daddy? Because he found out she was in a relationship with me, and she said you play daddy to these two too. She only sent them one change of clothes and two changes of underwear, and they had nothing, no beds, no nothing else. My whole family helped them get the house together, from furniture to plates to drapes to towels to the kids' clothes. The son had cherubism. He had a big jaw from the time he was 3, and he was very angry about it. And he was 10 years old, and people would stare at him and ask him questions. He was so angry. We even got him. My mother was a district manager for the Department of Human Services. We got him to help that we needed in surgery so that he'd be okay. The ex-wife came up here for the surgery, and that man told me I could not come over. He said, now, I said, because I wanted to see the kid afterwards, and I said, oh, I can't come over. So I'm not going to lie. I'm not gonna lie, I am not proud of this. Okay, I want to tell you this now, so I don't want anybody to think that I'm proud of it. But when I called over there, said that I was coming over, she was in the back talking about that big lip, buck, two, dot, dot, dot. Now they was from Tupelo, Mississippi, and I was like, ain't no way these country
No,
mofos is
wait
gonna
a
come
minute.
up here.
Wait, I don't mean to cut you off. Where is Tupelo?
It's Tupelo in Mississippi, okay, but it's Tupelo, okay. But anyway. I went and put on a headscarf, took my earrings off, greased my face, put on my big earrings, put my jump shoes on. I drove over there, parked one block down, turned my lights off, walked down, knocked on the doggone door, hid to the side till he came open, and I bust down the basement. I'm not going to say anything else. But the bottom line is that I was ashamed of that, okay? Thereafter. But I was so caught up in it. I can understand that sometimes emotions get the best of you, but to be toxic, to set out to be toxic, okay,
Right, right,
it's a
right.
different thing. And like I said, I was in my 40s. My thing was that you just, until you used me, I felt used, and I felt that you used my family by way of me, and then you're going to treat me like I'm garbage. You know what I mean? So, no. And then,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I got a little gangster in me, but I'm from Detroit. You ain't ready to do all that. You know what I mean? So
A
I have
little
learned
gang,
my lesson. I will never do that again, ever. Okay. I'm just going to turn
a little gangster,
just
a
a
lot of
little,
gangster,
just a
a
little
lot of
gangster.
But see, with our situation, we didn't set out to be toxic. What we did was a reaction to being disrespected and being mistreated. That's not setting out to be toxic, because if they
Right.
hadn't did what we did, we wouldn't have did what we did. But her saying you just need to go out there and just every day live your life as being toxic, girl. That's why, man. Okay, I'm
But
be
this is
quiet.
how I want to wrap that up. So after it ended, her mother was there, and she said, "Baby, you stop right here. I want to talk to you." She said, "Don't you ever," she said, "they'll never thank you, but I want to thank you for what you and your family did for my children." She said, "You are a good lady, you're a sweet lady, and you're a nice lady. What you did was sent from God." She says, "But let me tell you about these two. They're always going to do this. This is always who they are. You see what predicament they put these kids in." She said, "Honey, don't get mixed up in this." She said, "Don't get mixed up because that's who they are." She says, "And they will always be this way." She said, "So just know." I was like, "Yes, I am a nice lady and I would never do this," and all the rest of that stuff. I said, "I appreciate it." But anyway, so all I'm saying is that you can't do all that stuff because, like the lady said, this is who they are. So why take yourself out of character? So I learned a valuable lesson from that lady's mama, okay? And that is that, girl, why you do all this? It's not going to change nothing. This is who they are. And I should have the foresight to be able to see this. So what I did instead is hone my foresight and changed because I can't change how things happen, but I certainly can change how I react to it.
Exactly.
Girl, Kim, I'm
I
still
love it.
stuck on you. I'm still stuck on Kim saying she greased her face. I knew what time it was. I know about that part, Kim. You
Regina,
gonna miss me even if you hit me. You gonna miss me, girl, with the greased face, Kim.
Regina, when
And
she
to your
said
point, Latoya, I
think
was
about
wild in my 20s too. Oh,
Oh goodness,
I was
that is
I was
hilarious.
wild in my I was wild in my 20s too, and I got my toxic story, okay? But I ain't going to tell it on here. But I tried to raise my girls to have better conflict resolution.
Hmm.
Right. Hey,
And,
sensitive. What
and I
happened to
think
Kim?
Kim, she coming back.
Oh,
Huh?
she
I don't know
drove.
what
Okay.
happened. Am I here?
Sandy.
Yeah,
hmm
you here.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
you
What?
You
here?
here. You here.
when Kim said that about greasing her face, y'all, the episode when Gina came into the school and had her bag on spot getting ready to fight the teacher with Martin,
The
that's what I
sneakers
thought
and
about.
the
When
sneakers and the
Beverly
Vaseline.
Johnson, Beverly
Yes,
Johnson, when Beverly Johnson was on there.
yes, that episode popped in my head when she said I took my earrings
I
off.
don't even remember that. And the bad thing about it is I left there and I went straight to my mama's house. And when she opened the door, she was like, "You been fighting?" I was like, "Why would you ask me that?" She said, "Because I know my child. Get in here."
It's greasy.
Hmm.
I was wild in my 20s.
Oh my
Hmm.
goodness, you too? Oh, naughty! Wow.
Yeah.
I
Mm-mm.
was.
When did you? When did
I
you
was
learn? When was your turning point, naughty? When was your turning point
um
to leave that lifestyle and go to the new lifestyle? Like Kim just told us hers with the lady, the mother talking to Kim. When was yours?
when I got closer to 30, like my late 20s. You know
Me
what I mean? Because
too.
Mm,
I was already a mother and everything, and I had a lot to lose, and I had to learn to value what I had.
mm.
So that was the turning point for me, and I just wanted to be a law-abiding citizen.
Hmm.
So basically, she said the same thing I said. When they started getting social media and the mug shots and the bed and the bus and stuff, then we had to go sit down, baby, because we got careers and
And,
stuff. We can't have our mug
and
shot
let
in
me,
no place.
I know it, and I think what was on my side, Juice, is I'm glad social media didn't exist, and that's why I got away with a lot.
Me too. Me too. 'Cause
Well,
to
I
this
was
day,
really, in retrospect, when I got home and I sat down and I thought about it, I was in my 40s when that happened. Okay. So it wasn't that I was reckless, but, it was just, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be honest and tell you, in my vulnerable state, I was hurt. Okay. And then
Yeah, and
angry.
sometimes your
I had
emotions
did
get the
all
best of
that.
you.
Yeah, and she didn't even see, and I'm not comparing myself to her, but I'm just saying what mother would send a kid up later like that. And then you needed help with your kids because your ex sent the kids up here like this. And my whole family, I and my whole family. And I watch these kids, but I can't come up there. So when you are waking up, you opening the curtains that my aunts gave you, sitting down at the kitchen table that my aunts gave you, kids are putting on the clothes that my cousin gave you. She frying up the breakfast in the pots that my grandma gave you and everything else like that. And using the utensils. But I can't come
Oops, you
there.
cut out. Oh,
Mm.
we didn't catch the end.
Yeah, but I can't come there.
Oh,
So that's what
your voice
happened.
was
And
going
then
in and out.
the
I'm
mama
sorry, I'm
must be
gonna hang
on the
up.
side trying to
I'm gonna
block
come
you
back.
from saying what you got to say. That the spiritual mama, they blocking her from telling the story. Go on, she gonna tell the story.
It's all
Oh,
good. I'm about to wrap up the show, y'all. But this was a good show. I think some of the takeaways that came out of it is learning how to value yourself, learning how to set healthy boundaries, and Juice. I love you, Juice. Gave
Wait,
us
wait,
the
wait,
thank
wait,
recipe
wait, 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 wait,
on
wait, Naughty. Wait, Naughty, before you wrap it up because I need to say what I got to say because what you got to say probably gonna help me out with what I got to say because you going to Juice. And Juice always got that good word. I got to vent about last night first at this head of
what
school
happened
dinner.
last night. Okay.
Girl. So they honored the basketball players at the dinner, right?
Mhm.
So they had this box and it had like it looked like a little plaque that was wrapped up like in a little plastic. So that's what we thought it was. So we was cheering for them and this, that, and the third, and they were happy. When they opened up what the school gave them, it was a picture that I took at the regional game that they printed off and put in a dollar store frame. Girl, I was done. So
leave
you
them
mean to
people
tell me
alone. Leave
y'all
them
did
people
not
alone.
have y'all didn't have enough money to get these kids. Wait, I'm gonna tell you why that pissed me off. Y'all didn't have enough money to buy these kids a plaque to commemorate them for making history at this school, but y'all went and bought big, huge glass wooden cases and put old football jerseys in there. We had a football team in 3 years. Old football jerseys in there and had the team that we just got this year and got 8 players sign it and give it to the donors. But you couldn't take a little piece of that money and buy them kids a little small plaque to commemorate them. That picture that they printed off and gave to them, they already got it in their phone because I took it and put it in the group chat when they won last year. I got up and I walked off after that. I was done and I left and I came home. My neck was hurt anyway. Some people pissed me off so bad. I lost about 20
Like,
pounds there doing all ripping and running because it was hot.
but
And
Latoya,
You know,
in all seriousness, you know how you change that? You get on the committee. You get on the committee that does those type of things, and you voice your opinions of ways that you would like to see
mhm.
things done. You have to
I
sit on the committee
I
because trying
did.
to shout from the crowd is you're not going to be heard.
I did, Sissy.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
not
committee that I
effective.
was on. That's the committee that I was on with helping plan this head of school dinner. One of the board members was on the committee. And we voiced our opinion to her at the first meeting we had because we went out and had dinner. We voiced our opinion, me
Oh,
and the Tiscon Club president. It goes on deaf ears. It's like they're
um,
so,
We
so,
saw
so, so
that.
keen they're so keen and so hyped and so excited about football and they downplay basketball, but football don't bring in no money. Nobody knows Mondon for football. Their notoriety is from basketball. Y'all tuition went up because we won the region champs and was state runner up, but y'all treat us like we insignificant. And it's I guess my compassion or my passion for it is because I was with those boys and on the bus with those boys the whole year. So I got a bond with them and they talked to me about a lot of stuff. And that thing right there, it hurt them because they feel like the school didn't support them. They feel like the school feel like basically they not good enough. It's like if you ain't football, you ain't good enough. That's why I got so pissed off and I walked off
Oh
because I
my
saw their
gosh.
faces. I saw their faces when they opened up what they got.
But the best thing to
I'm
do, I think,
playing.
is to just voice your opinion, in, a follow-up meeting with them in a nice, friendly way, and just tell them what things that you would like to contribute to the next one that happens. That's what I think. Sorry about that,
Mm,
Naughty.
I just
Go ahead,
no
mm-mm,
no
Naughty.
no.
sis, the way I handle that is I don't help out with no more functions at all unless it's basketball related. Because the way my patience and my mouth is set up, I'm trying to say godly. So for me to say godly, I
Mhm.
need to stay away.
And you know what? Sometimes we gotta make those choices because it's the betterment. I think Sin City just said it, and protecting your peace. You gotta
Yeah,
protect your peace.
Regina, why
It,
you paused and looked at me like that?
protect your peace. Mm.
I said,
I'm sorry. What was that?
exactly.
why you paused and looked at me like that, Regina?
Looked at who? I'm looking at a screen of four beautiful women, two emojis, and two beautiful women. What are you talking about?
Regina, you my sister. I know you. Regina, I know you. You my sister. I know you. What I said,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yes, she do. Look at her
We
smiling. Look at her smiling. Yes, she do.
No idea what you're talking about.
She really don't know what you're talking about, though.
I know.
When I said, I'm gonna say godly and stay away, your facial expression was like, now, Latoya, now don't be
Oh,
like
I'm
that.
sorry. No, I didn't even hear you. I didn't even. I was looking at the comments at that point. I'm sorry. I did not hear you say that. I'm sorry. I'm reading the comments.
it's, it's all good. It's all good. But you know what? Look, you got through the day, you got through it, you made your decision and set your boundaries and stick to it. And that's what the show
Yeah.
is all about, really, Latoya. Like, when it comes to women in relations with their men, how to set those boundaries, how to require them to treat you well, how to require the man to earn you. These are all the points. And these are skills that you could take in other areas where you're dealing with the sports with your son and everything like that. Because when it comes to being in relation to people, you have to set clear boundaries because people will try to test you all the time and take advantage of you. And it's important for you to stand in what your truth is and understand what your purpose is so that you're not taken for granted.
Absolutely.
So I think
And
that's
I love
it. I
Naughty
think
that you do that, Naughty, on your channel. You really have people to try and learn their value. And even though you have commentary on these women and these rappers and stuff and what they're doing, the whole thing behind that I gather from what you're showing is, what is your value of you as the individual, whether it's a male or a female? And I love that about you. Because
thank you.
people understand that they are better than what their lives should be. I love that.
Yes, exactly. And that's the point of the Naughty Love movement, y'all. So I'm gonna go around, let everyone give their closing thoughts, and we'll close out the show. Kim, you have any closing thoughts?
No. It
Okay,
was a good
I love you,
conversation.
sis. Yes, it was. Toya, you got any closing thoughts?
God's still working on
Toya,
me.
we all a work in progress, Toya, and that's it. We here for you, sis. Always.
He's working on all of us. I'm telling you. Yes,
Yeah,
he is.
Amen.
exactly. Ain't nobody perfect out here, okay? I work
That's
every day to be better.
Yeah,
that's
and then
All
one thing,
right.
what the old saying, I ain't who I used to be. I may not be what I should be, but I ain't what I used to be.
Right.
I know.
Hello.
It hits my heart a little different when it comes to the babies though. Like it
I
just
get it. I get it. It's and I'm just so you know, I'm planning a whole show talking about how these kids are being treated in the school system nowadays. I feel like
I
it's a
love.
conversation that needs to be had, and
Mhm.
we can get on that level when it comes to the sporting events and the different things that go on between the parents and the staff and trying to execute things for the kids. So I'm planning a show. I'm trying to do that next week, early next
And
week.
I
So
love.
I'll text
And
you
you
when
know
I do
the poor little cheerleaders even get less than the football and basketball players. You know, the poor little cheerleaders
that.
are getting even less. So you know, I love.
Yeah.
But Nadi, I will sum it up and say my closing thoughts is this. You know, again, value yourself. And when people start devaluing you, you need to decide if you want to keep them in your life, because everybody who's in each other's life should be a step to try and help them get to a better place, not to get pulled.
Mhm.
So I believe in building each other up, because you never know when you may not have the strength to get to that next step, and you want to have somebody strong enough on your team that's going to pull you up, but not weak enough to push you down.
Amen.
Love it.
I love that.
Amen. Amen. And on that note, ladies, I appreciate y'all joining the panel. I hope you all have a wonderful, blessed day. Seriously. I just hope y'all have a wonderful holiday weekend. It's Labor Day weekend. Okay. I hope everybody doing something good. And you know I'm gonna take y'all out with me.
All righty. You
All
all
right,
take care.
ladies.
Love you, ladies.
Love
Y'all
All
stay
right.
you.
safe out there. Love y'all. Okay, Naughty. Okay, Kim.
Mhm.
All right, Latoya. See y'all
I
later.
dropped
Peace and
Bye.
blessings.
I dropped y'all link. All right, guys. I hope y'all really, really enjoyed the show. I just thought it was a conversation worth having. I appreciate everyone joining me, especially our new guest, Hear Her TV. Make sure you go over to her channel and subscribe because we have good conversation over there too. I dropped the link in the comments. And to all my haters, you know I love
And I
y'all
wanna
too.
say thank you in case I don't thank you enough.
Over here too. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and share my content on your different social media platforms. And donations are definitely appreciated. Until next time, Naughty Crew, I'm out. One.